Welcome to the Fashion is Cool podcast, where we explore the fascinating world of fashion and entrepreneurship. I'm your host, Dwight Carter, and today we're talking about color with Alice Saito from Style Your Glow. And how are you doing, Alice?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here to share all about color.
And you just had a birthday.
I did.
Yeah, well, happy birthday.
I know, this is the year. This is the year.
Yeah, this is the year. I feel that. Every
the year of the vibe. This is I'm here for it.
That's awesome. My birthday is my favorite day of the year.
Are you a celebrator?
I'm 100%. I'm in October, so all of October is my birthday.
Sign?
A Libra.
Libra. I'm a Pisces.
Okay. All right.
Anyway.
All right, well, let's get started. Yeah. Can you briefly introduce yourself and explain your expertise in the field of fashion and color analysis?
Sure. Well, I got started a long time ago. I don't know, about 15 years ago. It was interesting. I was in corporate America in sales and marketing. And I ended up having a health opportunity. I like to look at things as opportunities come into my life. And I decided, I found myself actually numb from the waist down, which is crazy, right? Very scary.
Wow.
However, I, in that time of recovery and rehabilitation, I remember putting on a great dress that was blue and green. And my friends were like, come out and see us. This was after 8 months of being better. And I put that color on. I looked in the mirror and I thought, oh my gosh, Alice, you look pretty. You don't look sick. You don't feel sick. There's a power in you. And if that could help me, and I was going through what I was going through, imagine what everybody was just in their everyday lives, the power of wardrobe and color. So I decided to bag corporate America, and I flew to New York City, and I got certified in image, line, design, and color at the Image Research Center. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yes, in like 6 months, I was on TV, radio. I did fashion shows. I did all kinds of different things up in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And then I relocated to St. Louis around COVID. So I'm kind of relaunching my business here in St. Louis. And it is all about color and energy. And I still do personal shopping, image consulting here and there. But color is one of my focuses.
So where are you originally from?
St. Louis, born and raised here.
Oh, born and raised St. Louis. Okay.
Yes, born and raised in St. Louis. Moved after I went to college and worked at Merrick's traveled all over the world, decided to locate to Minneapolis. So I was up there for like 20 years. And
okay.
Really really was able to grow my business up there. Really awesome. Here. And now I'm here and I get to bless St. Louis with all my knowledge and skills. Fun.
Nice. So you went from travel to color.
Yeah, travel, America, about 7 years, sales, then color. Yes. Wow. Because you know what? I felt like, and this is something that I really want to share, that if you're in corporate or wherever you are, it's all about finding that divine spark in you, what makes you, just excited to find your passion. That's why this is called Style Your Glow. Because when you wear the certain thing, when you're passionate about what you wear, you love what you wear, you evoke that glow from the inside out, right? And color is an aspect to that. And I know fashion is cool, and this is why we're on the podcast, but clothing as a tool for empowerment, especially looking at color, is the most important thing in my book. So,
can you explain the basic principles behind color analysis and how it applies to clothing and accessories?
Sure, absolutely. Well, so first of all, Carol Jackson kind of pioneered in the 70s, pioneered color analysis, right? But I do something in addition to color analysis. I look at energy. So it's almost like color energy analysis, if you will. We'll get to that in a minute. But Carol Jackson in the 70s came out with Color Me Beautiful. It was a huge fad. A lot of people listening to this may know their moms or their grandmothers would bring out, maybe they've even talked to them about it, their color wallets. This is a color wallet that clients get in a session, which basically said back in the day, you could either be a winter, spring, summer in these different categories, right? So it was a huge thing. Like color parties were everywhere. Everybody in the 80s, 90s. Oh, what colors? And winter, spring, summer. But people were finding that that there were some people that could flow between two seasons. Like, so an image consultants up in Canada and New York had devised a different system. They said, well, let's look at these skin tones. It seems like somebody could be warm and cool. Well, they're not going to be in one of the four categories. Let's go ahead and expand that. And that's the system that I use. It's actually a 16 in system. So we look at, to answer your question, we look at, are you more warm? Are you more cool? What if, like for example, well, I'll get to that in a minute. But for example, yes. So you come into my studio, we take a look. Do you look better in more reds and pinks, or oranges and browns? And we see, what your undertone is. So it's hue, value, and intensity. So the importance to look at those three markers and to have it done professionally, because right now it's such a big trend on TikTok, and everybody's like, I can never figure my colors out. It's so hard. Have you ever figured your colors out, Dwight?
I don't know. I like blue, and
Yes.
It seems for me works for me.
And for guys,
And
yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that was it. Blue that's my only answer is blue. I've only experimented with blue. Obviously, my hair is blue, and I like to wear blue. To me, it seems like it's a color, almost confidence and authority. I feel when I wear it.
Isn't that great how when you wear a color, it evokes an emotion, which is what I love. Now, blue, if we're really talking about the energy of color, like blue, as you can see here at my neck, right here, this is our throat chakra. Most people are familiar with what chakra is, or chakra. Some people say chakra. It's really chakra, and it's the energy system in the body. You cannot see them, right? And I came to your class and we talked a little bit about this, right? Yes. And anyway, so the throat chakra is the color blue. So that makes sense. If you want to speak your truth, you want to go to blue. When you wear blue, blue is also very calming to the nervous system. So if you're stressed, you can wear blue to make yourself more calm. But I love how you mix up blue in your hair and also wear blue, because perhaps maybe your body is needing that energy that day. So sometimes we go to colors based on unconsciously, or like based on what our body is needing. Does that make sense? Which makes it really cool to learn about.
Yeah, and it's funny because I didn't originally. I dyed my hair blue because I coach soccer, and my soccer team's colors were blue, and I just dyed it because of that. And then for some reason, it just stuck with me.
Yeah,
like you just said, unconsciously, it just stuck with me, and it makes me feel very confident and just very confident.
Exactly. And it really is too. And what confidence plays a huge part in speaking your truth too. And that's the blue energy. Like you can actually dress with intention, which is what I love, working with color. Yes, you go to color, and there are some colors, for example, that look really not so good on you. And this is an autumn palette, for example. So as you can see, this is not so, doesn't highlight, right? And your question asked me, you said, what do you do on a color analysis, right? Is that what you asked?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, we go through and we look at your warm or cool in your undertone, and I'm more cool in my undertone, and autumn is more warm. These colors are more warm, so they kind of wash me out. So what color analysis really can do for you is, especially in the world of video and photos and TikTok and Facebook and all the things, wearing the right color for your skin tone really not only makes you appear more youthful and more vibrant and where you're glowing, but it gives that energy of color, that component. So when you're in your right colors, you're gonna totally shine. Like, for example, these are my colors. Do you see that?
And is there a name for each of the different palettes?
Yes. So yes, there's actually this is a cool. This is a combination between summer and winter, right? Okay, so I flow between two seasons. So the funniest thing is that, and what that means is that I like to flow with the energy, right? I like to flow with the season. So my mother, let me address this really quick. So my mom, when I told her, after I was numb from the waist down, I said, Mom, I'm going to follow my passion. I'm going to move to New York City, or not move, shouldn't move. I'm going to go to New York City. I'm going to get certified in image, line, design, and color. She brings out her color palette. And because she is a winter, I thought, I'm a winter. I'm just like my mom. And it wasn't true, right? So I go with her and I'm all confident thinking, I'm going to be a winter in my jewel tone because that's what my mom is. And this is the winter palette right here. And yes, are these great? Yes. But she said, these are great. But she said, Alice, I'm going to trip you out and I'm going to show you in the class. Like we were like, because I was like, all confident. But she said, look at these. These are really strong. These are good. So since I look really good in these, my home season is summer, and I flow to winter because especially with heavy makeup on, the jewel tone is really good. So this basically is a combination between the two. So it's basically like those two palettes had a baby and came up with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And I've seen you do this on, obviously in the class that I taught and then on your social media.
Yes, of course. And I just kind of wanted to reiterate that if somebody has never been out there or doesn't really know too much about it, or maybe they went out to TikTok and they're like, oh my gosh, I have no idea. So there are different systems out there, but I feel that this system is the most accurate because you can really, in color, it really shows that color is, certain colors are either good for you or not so good for you. Like, for example, we've got the color of the year. You know what that is? It's called peach fuzz.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I went to the peach store, and I don't have any peach fuzz, but I thought this was pretty good idea because you're going to start seeing this, and even in design, right? Like these are home colors that you can paint your walls. Well, I'm personally not going to paint my walls this because I look super washed out in it, right? Right. So,
right.
And there too, it's not very complimentary. So I think the biggest thing is I see people out on the streets thinking, oh my gosh, especially young fashionistas, right? They're like, oh, it's the color of the year. I'm going to wear this. Well, they go and they buy it, and then they don't know why they're not grabbing it every day. Do you know, Dwight? Like, you know, you buy clothes and they just sit in your closet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because like peach fuzz for you. You know, it just doesn't look good on you.
Right.
So it's valuable real estate space in your closet. It's time to edit, get it out, have a color analysis done, and know what your top colors are.
So this helps you when you pick out your wardrobe.
Oh my God, essentially. All of my clients, like when they do this, they get this color wallet. So they know what their top colors are. And this is also perfect for makeup as well for a woman. They're going to end up, you know, knowing what all the good colors are for them, right? So, and I get this, I did this event last night where so many women raised their hands and they're like, oh my gosh, for years I was buying warm toned makeup. If you don't have any warmth in your skin tone and you're buying warm tone makeup like peaches or, and I know you don't, and I don't think you wear makeup. I mean, if you do, that's totally cool. But did you know about the makeup, how it's either warm or more cool?
No, I did not.
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of women go in, and for years, I mean, I get this all the time that women, female clients are like, yes, I have been getting my hair colored warm my whole life, but I'm really cool in my undertone. I always should have been going with a more cool shade. So that's why it's important to determine what it is, you know, from a professional on this, because so many people just really get kind of confused and then they get shut down and they're like, I don't know what my colors are. This is frustrating. So to seek out a professional is super important.
So you just talked about the color of the year. Yes. Are there any notable color trends you foresee becoming prominent in the upcoming seasons?
So 2024 is all about the nostalgia, that kind of the nostalgia of the energy. Yet really speak of transformation and renewal, rebirth, which is really cool. So there are different colors. This is just one of them. But there are several colors, and most of the time you can look at the different colors of the year. Like you saw the trend report probably through Fashion Group International. You can go into and see the fashion trends. And you know, if you know what your colors are, if you're more warm or more cool, you can choose a color within that. Usually when they do the fashion trends, there's maybe one or two in each category. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's what I would say. You know, they inspire, invoke the emotion of freedom, and that's what I love, right? Everybody wants to
Right.
be free, so yeah.
Right. Are there any certain colors that are universally flattering, or does it
Yeah,
vary from person to person?
yes, they that is such a good question. So it's like red, teal, like a neutral red is a universal color. Then you have this really beautiful teal color, and I have my color wheel here, but I don't have it in front of me. However, um, we've got red, purple, teal, and soft white are all kind of universal. Okay. So sometimes though, it just really depends on the hue, value, and the intensity, or the what we see in the skin tone. So I, for example, will wear a teal because you have to look at your eye color and your skin tone, so and your hair color and things like that. Are you more warm or more cool is really what the base is.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk about color analysis and energy.
My favorite,
That's
right?
yes, I
So
know. I know it's your favorite.
yeah,
Um,
let's talk about energy because this is a little
yeah.
stick,
Uh huh.
and you see the colors inside of it, right?
Yeah.
So this kind of goes. This is like a little kid's toy. It's literally called an energy stick, and it just shows that our bodies are made of energy, right? And
Right.
color is an energy. So if we're wearing that color, that is an energy as well. So we might as well wear high vibe colors, right, for our
Uh-huh.
system. And we've definitely noticed and feel it. So, like for example, when could you repeat the question again? I want to make sure I'm staying on track.
Yeah. No, I just said that. Let's talk about color and energy. So
Yeah,
you feel free to talk about it. Yeah.
I got distracted by the energy stick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this happens. When we're sometimes that happens. Oh, energy. I'm over here. I'm over here. Okay, let's get grounded. Right. So speaking of grounding, what I love about the energy of colors, we look at the chakra system, right? Or I like to say wheels of light for people mostly are familiar with it. If you're listening to this, it's more and more people are conscious of that. I have a chakra chart, and I'm just going to show it up right here. Can you see that quite a little bit?
Yeah. We can see it.
Here it says there's actually mainstream 7 chakras, but I'm going to blow your mind a little bit, and there's actually 12. So see at the bottom, there's the Earth Star chakra. That is brown, and then we go to red, which is the root chakra. We go to orange, which is the sacral. We go to yellow, which is right under the rib cage, and that's your power center. So you would want to wear, and so what's cool about this is that if you know these colors and you want to evoke certain emotions, you can wear these colors to get that emotion. Okay, so for example, we're going to go back to the yellow there. That is your power center. So I use that a lot of yellow for manifestation. If I want to create something, I'll wear yellow. The next step is green, and then the throat chakra. Remember how we said blue? That's blue, throat chakra. So that blue is going to help you evoke and speak your truth. Our third eye is more of a navy, and it's right at your third eye. And then we have the crown chakra. And then the cool thing is that we also there are a lot of different energy systems. Basically, the chakra system is an energy. They're swirling energy systems within the body. They're not just 12. They're actually all over. We have little chakras on our hands and on our feet. And I could totally get into the meridian system as well. But that is, have you ever had acupuncture done?
I have not
Yes. So
ever.
acupuncture, they'll put different needles throughout your body to help the meridian system. And those are for the meridians of the body that flow, right? Because energy flows through the body, which is what we're becoming more aware of. But so there's the chakra system and there's the meridian system. So the meridian, and each chakra, just as high level here, each chakra is within a certain organ system. Same with the meridians. I didn't want to confuse people. Basically, high level, we're going to be like, okay, if a chakra is a certain color, know that you can get that energy, right? And each one has a certain organ. So the red is going to be more your root. So what I love is I have in my sessions that I do, I not only analyze color and skin tone, and I have a thing called the red machine. it's similar to a it actually measures the frequency and energy of your voice. And captures that, and then it tabulates what is out of balance within your body, and it shares what colors you can wear. Isn't that kind of incredible?
Yeah, that is great.
If you need to have a little bit of, and that's included in the service, if you need to have a little more red, you could wear red glasses. So I kind of bought some red glasses in.
Oh, I
Aren't those
like
fun?
those.
I know,
Yeah.
right? So you can bring in red that way. You could wear red in undergarment. Like I know that they have men's red undergarments. If you ever wanted to feel like more grounded, you can do that. Like, so there's really interesting things that people are starting to think about how you can incorporate colors into your life from an energetic standpoint. And knowing and being aware of the chakra system really can be helpful in that, if that makes sense. Did I
Wow,
do
that's
that?
all interesting. No, yeah, you did. That's all interesting.
Right.
I did, obviously this is what you do. So, and we're all learning about it, myself included.
And I'm a
Color
teacher.
means color means a lot. Color means a lot, more than people think. Like I was telling you earlier, I went to a show last night, and it was all about color and music.
I love
And
that.
how color relates to music. And it was, I guess this is my color week to learn about
Oh,
what color does.
it is. Oh my God, I love that. I think that's so cool because the thing is the energetic side of color, or when you're looking at chakras, each chakra has a certain note associated with it. That's why that artist was like, oh, if you're, so say for example, if it's C is the color red, the root chakra. And I'm going to blow your mind even more because
Okay.
there are kids that are out on YouTube right now, 5, 6 years old, that have a gift called synesthesia, where they hear a note and they see a color in their mind, or they just see it. Isn't that crazy? All
Wow.
these kids are being born and they have all these gifts, and then we're all like mind blown, right? So yes, I can't remember the name of the child, but all you need to do, I think it's called synesthesia, and it's where they hear, this guy's going to be like a major producer, right? So they hear certain music, and then they either hear a note or they see a note in their mind, right? So they'll see and they will hear red, right? So red is, like I said, the root chakra. So it goes C, and as you move, here, so it goes C, D, E, F, G. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's no H. A, D. So A is always the third eye. And how I know that the third eye is always A is because it starts again, like A, B, C, D, like alphabet, right? Alphabet is, so the third eye is always our intuition, which is also connected to our gut and our belly, right? The third eye. A, how I remember it, so I just wanted to share it. I didn't mean to
Wow.
geek out on energy and frequency, but I'm here for it. You know what I mean?
No, it's all important information. I love it. I think I definitely appreciate it. Let's move on to technology.
Yes.
Okay. How has technology impacted the field of fashion color analysis?
Well, I think a lot. Okay, so AI is an interesting thing. Like you can actually go in and have a picture and change someone's, dress and the dress color, and show actually even on their skin tone. So I've seen that done. That's kind of cool. But really looking at technology, the way that that I can actually go ahead and scan someone's voice, and then that through that frequency and that vibration, like A, B, C, D, what we went through the chakras, and then it'll say what energy balances it, which color is associated with it. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? Like, so the technology that's coming up, I mean, AI is one. There's online color analysis too. Now, that can be something that is a positive thing, I think, but you need to make sure that it's being evaluated by a professional like myself, or someone that, has credentials, has been gone through the training, because there's so many people that, especially out on Etsy, that are putting these things up and selling, this even AI generated, and they're not really, it's kind of like you're getting You want the Mercedes Benz of color, right? You
Hmm.
don't end up investing in, kind of a lower end. You want to make sure that
Right.
you're doing it. I mean, it makes sense to invest in yourself and in your wardrobe. You want to make sure that it's true.
So, in today's fashion landscape, where sustainability is gaining importance, how does color analysis intersect and environmental and ethical considerations?
That is such a good question. And that's so valid, especially what's happening now, because I think that in a consumer driven society, we always want more, more, more fast fashion, what's on trend. We're buying peach fuzz when it doesn't look good on us. You know what I mean? And then what does it do? It sits in our closet because we're buying it on trend. And so when we don't know, I literally this commented last night at this presentation I did. This woman was like, now I was always buying the wrong clothes for me. And then I got my colors done and I looked so beautiful in all of the colors that I am that I ended up just buying the wrong ones and I would never wear them. So if you're never wearing them, that's probably an indication. But so the point is that how can we save? Like doing your colors and knowing what looks best on you would save you in the long run. Therefore, going into not buying extra money, saving money, and then you're going into your closet and you're creating valuable real estate space for things that you do. And really just buying things that look good on you versus just buying just because, which I think a lot of us do. And so your question, I think, was how can this impact,
Hmm.
right? And it can impact because you're not going to be carelessly spending because so many people that I know now, well, I mean, and here's the deal. Let's be flexible here, right? I live in a flexible space. I mean, everybody should, because if something's like, for example, I love leopard print, right? That's a style personality. That's a whole other conversation for another time. But I have 7 different style personalities. You love leopard, and if you find something that's fabulous and it's more of a brown leopard print, or more, that for me, I look better in gray versus here, I'll show you. I'll show you. Hold on. Let me just try this out.
All right. I'm a big fan of leopard print myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I look much better in more of a grayish leopard print, but I love vintage. And so I shopped the other day and I found, oops, excuse me, I got out of the screen. I'm back. So I ended up, went up to a vintage shop and found the most amazing leopard print vintage, but it was brown and really was not the best on my skin, but I wear it anyway. I don't care. But but what I mean by flexibility is that, yes, you can have your colors, but if it's a couple things that you truly love and that you feel amazing in and that as long as you're not wearing it on YouTube or whatever, because you really want to look your best, I think that's okay. I don't want people to think that, you could go outside the box is I guess what I'm saying. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. Like I said, I like leopard print. I would wear it. I don't know if it's my color, but I would,
you should get your hair and
yeah, we should do that. We should.
Busy man, ensuring the kids' soccer team. I mean, I have tried, and we will get you in, and we will see.
Yeah,
it'd be fun to see if you look better in gray leopard print. But for you, I would love to see you in a leopard print jacket, men's sports coat, leopard print. That'd be so amazing on you.
So that's a good point. How does that work when you're finding, your clients that want to find the right color? But if it's something like a printed, like a leopard print or, something that's not one color, how do you do that? How does that work?
That's a great question. Okay. So what I suggest is that like if it's a print, as long as there's something in there that works for you, that's fine. But if it's not, then I say maybe wear a cami of that certain thing. Maybe it's just a cami and you wear a jacket that's in your like mix and match, like find something like layer. So if a jacket isn't, I do see this a lot with men. They don't wear jacket colors then, and it doesn't look the best. And so you could make sure you bring your colors in with a tie. You can make sure you bring your colors with a shirt underneath. Does that make sense? So you want to make sure, to answer your question, that something what you're wearing is in your color, right? So, like for example, DVF just had a drop at Target. It's awesome, right? This year, couple months ago.
Hmm.
And I bought this really cute dress. Now there's orange in it, which I don't really look good in orange, you see, but there's also pink in it. So it's combination. So it looks great. I don't care because my colors represented it. As long as something I look good in. Now, I'm all here for that, right? Like,
Hmm.
did that answer your question, you think?
Yeah, because I like plaid and I like pinstripe suits,
Yes.
um, and I always just go to black or blue. I never really experiment with what I probably could do.
This is
Um,
why I need to get you in.
I know, I know. I'll get in there.
Red glasses on and try to your care, and we'll go.
I will get in there. I promise I will get in there so I can figure this out.
I mean, you king of St. Louis. We need to get you dressed in the right colors. And yes, you're right. Blue is great on you, but you
Yeah.
mix up your hair all the time. Sometimes you're
Hmm.
really right. So it's
Yeah,
the way.
I have some red in there right now. Yeah,
Yes,
a little
I
bit.
see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But for men in color analysis, it's just as important as it is for women. And I
yeah.
do have a lot of men clients. Like I always think color first, fashion second. Like I really do. And how you
Yeah.
evoke that emotion. Like how do you want to feel when you get up? You think about how do I want to feel? Okay, I want to feel more powerful. I want to, plan my day. I want to feel confident. Like for me, when I used to style fashion shows back in Minneapolis, I remember the very first one I did. I unconsciously grabbed yellow because I didn't know back then about the energy of color, right? I
Hmm.
mean, you learn this, and I learned this through the healing journey that I had been on because this learning about the energy of the chakras is really something that you learn, you kind of stumble upon. A lot of people figure it out and find it out through a wellness or illness to wellness, right?
Right. Yeah.
What I'm saying is that I grabbed a red pair of shoes to wear and a yellow dress with a red sash. And I wanted to feel grounded looking back on that. And I also wanted to feel powerful. I wanted to take action. And so we subconsciously choose these colors is what I'm saying. So I don't know. It's kind of fun to look back on, when I wore certain colors before I knew about this and what I was trying to accomplish. But my intuition or my third eye just kind of led me to because that made me feel a certain way, right?
Right. 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 Right.
About the energy of colors.
Yes, of course.
Right.
So, if anyone is interested in any aspiring color fashion analysis, what advice do you have for them?
I have to look up programs and to be trained by a certified image consultant that either is a part of Fashion Group International or Association of Image Consultants International. It's called AICI. These organizations, you have to go through not rigorous, but you have to take tests. You have to go through trainings. Like you really need to learn about image, line, design, and color, and get certified. And it's just kind of like, you have to get accreditation accredited. And so I think that if somebody is looking, that will set you up for success to be able to not only network with these people all over the world, but to also, bring that awareness and that knowledge and that education to your clients versus somebody. And there is an element of, learning on your own, but it's also great to get that education from seasoned professionals. We
Right.
have a seasoned professional right here in St. Louis, Nancy Rice, who is an Association of Image Consultants International leader. She has been around for a long time, and she lives right here. I don't know if you have even met her.
Oh, no, I haven't.
I mean, there's not a huge accreditation for image consultants here in St. Louis. I don't think there's even a chapter similar to FGF. Anyway, I'm getting a little off topic. But the point is
Right.
that if you are someone who's interested, make sure you get certified. Make sure, come and talk to me, ask me questions. I'm happy to come and get a color analysis and color energy assessment to really see where you are, see if you really enjoy it, and see what you like. That's what I would say.
And how long is that process, or how long is the program?
Well, how long is the program? The program, it depends on sometimes it's like you can get certified in a week, but then you continue your education by taking online classes and you travel to these different events like national conferences and things like that. And they hold accreditation trainings.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I have two final questions for you, and they're not fashion, or well, actually, one is fashion related, one is not. First question: what is your favorite food?
Cherries. They're
Is
red.
it because it's red?
No, this is really cool. No, look at the foods that we eat and the colors that they are. That also signifies the energy that we're needing.
Wow.
We can eat some red cherries. Apparently, I need to do some grounding. I need, because that's what came to me. No,
That's great.
fine. And random.
That's nice. And the last question is, where's your favorite place to shop?
The Vault Luxury Resale, of course.
Nice. Yes.
Oh, I love Izzy's new shop.
Yeah.
Yes, it's down off Cherokee Street. I love that, and I'm a vintage gal. I'm a thrifter. I love, I love all things like that.
Yeah.
How about you? Your favorite place to shop?
My favorite place to shop? That's hard. I'm a thrifter myself, so man, I don't know. I like to support. There's not a lot of menswear stores around, but I know I've seen a lot of Brandon Vaughn's stuff, and I like a lot of his stuff in his store. He's got a lot of men's lines this year. Man, Paulie Gibson, Profile Reserve. I kind of jump around. I don't really have a favorite. I can find a piece in every store and put it together. That's what I like to do.
And that is what a true stylist does. That's what. Yeah. That's usually your creative outlet, and I think that's right. Like, yeah, and that's how you do it. You put it all together.
That's how I do it.
Just make sure one piece that's close to your neckline is in your color.
Okay, that's good advice. That's good advice.
Be the advice I would share. So
well, thank you so much for being here. I know you're a busy woman as well.
People can bring out on style. I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
That was my next question. Can you tell everyone your social?
At Style Your Glow 369 on Instagram and TikTok. Also styleyourglow.com. So that's coming out very soon, within the next month. So I'm very excited about this.
All right. Well, thank everyone for watching today. Please like, follow, share, subscribe, all the things, and we will see you next time.